Ryland now to add the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Caught outright by Renfro. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Ryland on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And
they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Thornton, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. DeAndre Carter back deep. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Caught by Mayer. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Bryce Behringer now. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 58 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out Got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. That's some strong running. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
The score, Patriots 27, Raiders nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw is Wentz. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's got it to about the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 40 now on second down, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. They run once more with Stevenson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On second down, Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8.
Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Wentz going to throw. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 182 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now Wentz. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Wentz now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wentz. Touchdown, Raiders! Devontae Adams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Off play action. Jones. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think of
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Wentz now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New England, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.